Mirijjawila Dry Zone Botanical Garden is a striking and purposeful green oasis planted in the arid landscape of Hambantota, southern Sri Lanka. Unlike the island's well-known wet zone gardens, Mirijjawila was conceived to celebrate, conserve, and interpret plants, adapted to dry and semi-arid conditions, a living library for species that survive where water is scarce and the climate is harsh. Opened to the public in 2013, the garden occupies roughly 300 acres and forms an important part of Sri Lanka network of national botanical gardens. The garden sits beside the Colombo-Kataragama Trunk Road, between newer infrastructure such as Matala International Airport and Hambantota Harbor, a deliberate placement that helps connect conservation, regional development, and tourism. Construction began in 2006, and the garden was officially opened in November 2013, timed with national and international events to highlight Sri Lanka's investment in biodiversity and dry zone development. During its early development, irrigation tanks were established within the site to store and manage scarce water resources, enabling landscape establishment and long-term maintenance. Mirijjawila's primary objectives are excite to conservation of dry zone flora, promotion of underutilized and medicinal plants, research into drought-tolerant species, and education for the public and students. The collections emphasize native and regionally important trees, shrubs, and succulents, species that are ecologically adapted to the dry zone, as well as economically or culturally important plants used for medicine, timber, fodder, and agroforestry. The garden, therefore, acts both as a conservation repository and as a demonstration site for sustainable plant use in arid landscapes. Design at Mirijjawila blends botanical purpose with aesthetic and recreational functions. Paths, themed planting zones, and constructed water tanks shape the visitor experience while reflecting dry zone ecology. There are formally planted display gardens, topiary, and patterned lawns in some areas for public appeal, alongside more naturalistic arboretums and demonstration plots that show drought-tolerant landscaping, soil land-water conservation techniques, and low-input horticulture suitable for the region. This mix helps the garden function simultaneously as a tourist destination and an outdoor classroom. The overall layout of the Mirijjawila Botanical Garden is unique in concept. When viewed from above, the entire plan resembles the shape of a peacock. This symbolic form reflects the harmony between nature and creativity, giving the garden a distinctive identity among other botanical gardens in Sri Lanka.